The missing link follows the explorer Lionel Frost and a Sasquatch named Mr. Link. Lionel initially worked towards discovering a Sasquatch because he had made a deal with Pickett Dunsby, president of Society of Great Men, a private club for acclaimed explorers, that if he discovered one, he would be accepted into the club. Mr. Link writes a letter to Lionel because he too desires a feeling of belonging. Unlike Lionel, it's not because he wants recognition, he wants friends. When they meet, Lionel agrees to take Mr. Link to the Himalayan mountains in exchange for proof that Mr. Link was in fact discovered by him. Pickett Dunsby sends a hitman named Willard Stink. In order to find that map to the secret land of Yetis, Lionel has to ask his ex-girlfriend and widow of his best friend, Adelina. Lionel steals the map and they all end up having a shootout at a train station with the hitman. Adelina ends up joining Lionel and Mr. Link. Everything goes horribly when Mr. Link is rejected by the Yetis and all three of them are thrown into a pit. As they escape, they have one last showdown with Pickett Dunsby. Pickett Dunsby is killed after falling through an icy bridge along with his associates. I find it hard to say that this is a bad film. It was really entertaining and kind of unpredictable. They had me thinking by the end Mr. Link would be welcomed in by his Yeti cousins. Pickett Dunsby would die before he could kill Lionel, which he did. Lionel would go back to London and be accepted in Pickett's place, and Lionel and Adelina would get married and go on adventures like they used to. But nope, this movie said, fuck you and your predictable ways of thinking. We're going to give you a realistic outcome, which is ironic because it's about a man and a Sasquatch forming a bromance in the 1800s. That's the power of film. Also, Missing Link gives us a really teachable moment that sometimes we may not get the happy ending we imagined, but it's an ending that makes us happy and content. That, my friend, is something that is not taught in every animated movie. Sure, you got the movies that say it's okay to be different, but all good animated movies that I have watched have captivating graphics and dig deeper into sometimes overused universal messages so that people of all ages can understand and relate. Well done, whoever made this film, because I'm too lazy to look you up. At first, I had a teensy-weensy problem with the story. At times, I felt it was a bit rushed. I thought Lionel quickly went from selfish guy with admirable determination to good guy who won't value his legacy over his friend's feelings. But boy, was I wrong. I mean, the complexity of Lionel Frost is astounding. There are parts that I love and that I hate. Lionel is an extremely talented, intelligent, and persistent man, but he can be so oblivious to the emotions of others. He is so blind he doesn't know when to stop entertaining nincompoops who could give two shits about him. He believes in himself enough to stay true to the type of explorer he is, discovering mystical creatures, but still has to adhere to Pickett Dunsby's standards of success. How can someone absolutely made up be so human? As incredible as he is, we need to talk about his furry friend, Mr. His purpose was just to help Lionel evolve into a more caring person. Lionel and Mr. Link are similar in that they want to be a part of a group, but they differ when it comes to why. Why do they want to be understood and welcomed? Lionel hunts a legacy and feels a society of great men is the only way to have one. Mr. Link wants a family because he's tired of being alone. Also, without Mr. Link, the movie wouldn't even be half as fun. Mr. Link gives the main character an objective and room for growth, but the one who actually pushes Lionel to be better is Adelina. I just love Adelina. The reason I love her so much is that she's the reason Lionel and Mr. Link gave up on trying to impress people who didn't care about them. She was an important component to the story, and in the end she didn't serve as an element of story used just to contribute to the development of their protagonist and have a less meaningful resolution. The journey helped Adelina get out of her depressive state caused by the death of her husband and reignited her love for adventure. I think this is a great film. I could feel all of the love, care, and creativity put into this project. The attention to detail made for visually pleasing shots. The characters added their own individual touch to the movie and the bigger meaning behind it. I don't think this is the greatest animated movie ever, but it was a breath of fresh air and a good way to end the 2010s in film. It was just enough.